Peace up, A-Town down.
La-di-da-di-da, slob on my knob. When I skibbity, it fills the whole toilet. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the Beatnik channel, where we travel all around the country, nay, the world, sleeping in precarious places. Last night, here on the rim of the Bighorn National Forest, Wyoming. Fell asleep to some rain on the roof. Not one car drove by here. We are ready for the day. We're gonna tackle Wyoming while you guys sit at home nice and cozy. It's that week between the holidays. Nobody even knows what day it is. I'm gonna chill with you guys by the campfire. My New Year's resolution this year, I want to be more inclusive. So what I did, I finally watched Brokeback Mountain. My favorite scene, the guy goes out and he hangs out with Jack Twist, and the wife sees the boys making out. She goes, "I see what you're doing there with Jack. Jack nasty."
Jack Twist. Jack nasty.
We gotta be inclusive. It's New Year's. We're trying new things, breaking boundaries. And your boy, Jack Nasty, is about to explore the Bighorn. Just doing a 20-minute drive to our first destination. Up a Forest Service road. These views are blowing my mind. So the campsite is now under the clouds, right over there. It seems as it gets a little warmer, the level of mist rises. So we're gonna have to keep going up in elevation to beat the mist. Now look at this structure here. Weathermen don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're guessing. We just learned something new. The mist table rises throughout the day. I can't pass up this sea of clouds. I think I'm just gonna cook up some breakfast real quick. We're gonna take it real slow through the Bighorn. Jack Nasty with the Bighorn! What you're about to see is not a particularly normal breakfast food, but hey, other people eat beans for breakfast in the form of coffee. We're gonna have some green beans. Stray cat breakfast. We got the beans, we got the ramen, we got the tuna. I think this injury is kind of a blessing. I'm not gonna bring it up a lot, but normally I'd be racing off break of daylight to a hiking trail. So this is teaching me another kind of pace. We got to have breakfast in the clouds. And there's not even a flight attendant yelling at us. Got some leftover stir-fry sauce. Beautiful breakfast in the sky. Cheers. I opted out of the tuna, so just some beans and ramen. Stir-fry sauce. We eating breakfast in the clouds. Imagine being anyone else in Wyoming today. It's all cloudy down there. This is good. Tuna was a little bit heavy for breakfast. Just little beans and noodles to get us going. These are my go-go beans. No caffeine needed. This ramen is so good. It's psychoactive. We're leaving all that in 2025. You guys know my backstory from last week. If not, that was an integral episode. We back in America. Close to 9 a.m., temperatures rising, and so are the clouds. We're gonna ascend some more, just 20 minutes up into the mountains. Bighorn! We've driven 5 miles in, 5 miles to go before our first proper destination. I'm a fan of the Bighorn so far. You can see it's not too thick. there's a good amount of sparse open area. Some good rocks you could climb. Flowers everywhere. I was expecting, you know, Bigfoot to be around every corner at the Bighorn Forest. He might be, but it is much more open than I expected. We'll see what the future holds. I'm gonna post up here for a little bit, honestly. Making good time this morning. And I'm gonna do something forbidden. Told you guys last week my deepest, darkest secret. I went to jail for giving people happy mushrooms. In jail, the forbidden activity is reading. They call it f***ing off. Excuse my verbiage. I'm gonna read up a little bit. Dune and Goo. Smoke is rising. We gotta make moves. The path to our first destination is blocked. There's snow and mud. We are gonna try some 4x4ing in the sedan a little bit later, but I was gonna take you to a fire tower. Good thing I didn't try to cram this in the last video. It was the whole Tower series, the Tarot Man. Stephen King, The Dark Tower. Pennywise, It fights Jack Torrance from The Shining. Crazy books out there. No more f***ing off. Honestly, I might post up here for a little bit, since we're one destination short. But this next one, you're gonna like it. You are gonna like it! The Bighorn. Not too busy. The roads are in good condition, except for these like dune buggy roads. Speaking of dune, it's not what it looks like. I swear. There's something about when you read and then you come back into the real world for a minute, everything is more vibrant. It's kind of like meditation, dude. Friggin' your K2 is in Rahu. So when you read in nature and then you drop back in, bruh, reading is psychoactive, man. Reading should be a Schedule 1 substance. Have you had too much to read today? Are you f***ing off? Bighorn. I've shared with you all my favorite Christmas songs in the past. You got the Peanuts Christmas song. You got the War Is Over Man. And then my favorite, Illegals in My Yard. Illegals in my yard. Illegals in my yard. Throw them some pesos and they work so hard. Just past an area called Dead Swede Campground. Swedes couldn't hold their own in the Bighorn. Football! And I don't mean soccer. We have made it to the Shell Creek interpretive site. You used to call me on my shell phone. Illegals in my yard. This is interpretive fun in nature. For when one of your legs is broken, I really should have seeked medical attention for this thing. But being around, just putting my feet in the lake the other day, I'm feeling better than I probably would have in a cast. After Shell Falls, we're heading to the highest portion of the park. It's so weird, bro. These signs. It's like this national park is still loading. I'm the first one here. Nobody comes to this part of Wyoming. Everybody goes to Yellowstone, and that's the end of it. This is a gorgeous gorge. So we're gonna drive up, try out the 4x4 after this. I'll shut up for now. I'll let you interpret this site your own way. Enjoy Shell Falls.
nasty.
We have made it to Hunt Mountain Road in the Bighorn National Park. All dirt from here on out, 30 miles to the other side of the park. All right, I don't have one of these big fancy van built outs, no Starlink, no 4x4 drive. This is extreme in its own way. Maybe find camp halfway there, because this could take a while. Inch our way. We're in the Bighorn. Hey, do you think I can make it?
I wouldn't go with the car.
No?
There's some good snow pieces.
Okay,
and
wow.
Further up, you can't get through.
Got you. Thank you guys. I'll probably pop a Yui. Head on out.
Good luck.
Have a good day.
Thank you, you too. The dune buggies are out. You heard it from the horse's mouth. Right there, I saw some big splashes. One of those potholes you see in Compton, a dude jumps into it and he goes underwater. So that's a bust on this plan. Your boy always has backups. We're gonna find somewhere else to camp in the Bighorn Forest. Maybe do some tree knocking, some more squatch watching. Got more planned. Just passed by the couple from the dune buggy, gave me some helpful advice. They could have just saved me thousands on a tow. So they said there is another 4x4 road that I could probably do in this car. We're gonna go check that out at this moment. Shout out to the dune couple. Stunning roads up here on the north side of the park. We're taking this 20+ mile detour as advised by our friend. We go over Fool Creek, Ice Creek, and then Lick Creek. I'm really enjoying this. It smells like lavender everywhere. It smells like a hot chick just got out of the shower. And then look next to the lavender. Sage. Hot chick bathes in lavender. Burn some sage in your apartment. I don't even know what sage is. Got too many ghosts. This is some Jinn territory. The open dunes of the desert where the ghosts would hide. No, I wasn't just reading in a bed of flowers. That was porn. That was Playboy. Moving on from our magical afternoon spot, as you can see, no camping here. Threw up the solar powers, gathered some energy, and now we are going to do the northern off-road loop in the sedan. Hopefully find some camp along the way, cross over the 3 creeks, have some fun in the Bighorn Park. This is what I like to call the most beautiful sign in beatnickery. No camping regulation ends here. This land is my land. Well. Looky here. A beautiful beatnik pullout up on the plains. Very tempted to walk up there. Cool table-shaped rock in that direction. The 3rd creek is over this hill, which I'm thinking we're gonna see tomorrow morning. Gonna see how the wind plays out, and if it settles down, pitch a tent. Apple a day keeps the doctor away. Orange a day keeps the gyno away. Oh, time for some treatment with Dr. Beatnik. If you have an injured ankle, what you need to do, cold immersion therapy. Oh, you can't afford an ice bath in your home? This is a lot of pain. Oh no, Dr. Beatnik, the foot's gone bad. We need to amputate it. I think I got some mud on my shoe. Just tried to hike this here butte. Made it a little more than halfway before the hurt set in. So I'm gonna send it back to the car. Keep dinner real simple tonight. Talk to you guys in the AM. Because tomorrow we have got one of the most notorious Native American healing sites in the United States. It's gonna blow your mind, right? And it's only one sunset away. See you in the AM. Good morning, everybody. We are back for another beautiful day in the Bighorn National Forest. New Year's themed episode. As I told you, my New Year's resolution was to be more inclusive, more brave. So what did I do? I recently watched Brokeback Mountain. Jack Nasty right here. That took place in Wyoming. Last night, I didn't have any cowboy to cuddle with. There was a black cloud that came across this meadow, drenched us. Thunder, lightning, the whole works. No dead Swedes to cuddle up with. Just you, boy. Until next time, onward. We just passed the final creek, but we're coming across some hazards. What's the option? Do you risk the mud or go for the snow? I told you this would be a 2x2 adventure. There's no way I have the clearance for that. I'm gonna go walk around the outside of that path, see if it's not too soggy. Otherwise, that couple yesterday then lied to us. He said there was no snow. Maybe he was talking about another kind of snow. He seemed like a rascal. Rascal Flats. This is sketchy. Yeah, there's maybe no shot. I think we gotta go the long way. I'm unironically listening to the Mario Kart World soundtrack. Nintendo's games might be woefully overpriced, but they put some jams together, baby. The Duners are back out. Shout out Rascal Flats. Got a pretty good vantage point here. That weird looking mountain, Black Mountain. That's around where we stayed the first night. Cloudland, the area of the park. Over this range ahead was Shell Falls that we saw. And now off to the right is where we're heading. The best part of the Bighorn. We back on the pavement. Time to kick up those RPMs. I hope some of you guys got a Switch for Christmas this year. You guys are cozy right now, about to be New Year's. None of those resolutions yet. Come play Mario Kart IRL next summer. The Sundance starts at Devil's Tower. Brief leg stretcher halfway down the Bighorn Highway. Let's see what species they're working with. They got friggin' lobsters. Wyoming lobster? What the heck is a Diddymo? That sounds like a Pokemon. A Diddymo? You gotta watch your butthole around a Diddymo. What kind of a leg stretcher is this? Here we go, y'all. 2 miles, a couple hundred feet of elevation, and we will be at the Bighorn Medicine Wheel. Look at me. I'm walking again. Injuries can be a blessing. I will never take putting one foot in front of the other for granted again. The Bighorn Medicine Wheel. This is where the Crow people, they would send their shaman up into the mountains, and then overlooking their villages, the shaman would perform a medicine dance for good health. You saw him f***ing off the dune. There's gin everywhere. We need the shamans doing their spiritual warfare up here, so the people are safe down there. 2 miles. I'm feeling good. Gonna be up there in a minute. Historical site. Powerful. Handling the elevation good. This is a little more technical than I was hoping for my first hike back. Enjoying the Wyoming country. No need to rush and hoit myself any more than I have. Stop for an orange, half-mile in. I'm feeling good. It could be because of the boot holding everything in place, but this is good stuff. Doctor would have told me 3 months healing. Waist deep snow. Not ideal for a high ankle sprain. We're on the final push. For over 10,000 years, people have been taking this exact trail. This is the 5 Rivers crossing area. Over 80 different tribes would use Medicine Mountain. This was the hospital back in the day. You're gonna pay $3 grand for a hospital bed? You could go up the mountain. Last week we were at the sacred site, Devil's Tower, the site of harmony, the beginning of a new season. And now we're at the site of healing. Beatniks, we have made it to the Bighorn Medicine Wheel. This is where over 80 separate tribes would do their ancestral healing, their emotional healing, light skin stuff. They would even do physical healing here. I once read a story. You have to walk to the left. I was hoping you could walk on top of it very respectfully. Read a story about a lady. They brought a little blind girl up here. The natives chewed a bunch of leaves, had the girl put it in her eyes, and they cured blindness. This place is supposed to have crazy powers. Over there, they have a newly built weather station. This mountaintop was also used for weather ceremonies. Over there, we'll get a better picture. You could see Yellowstone from here. You could see the biggest caldera in North America. Should we trust that machine or this machine to let us know when she's gonna blow? Gonna post up over here, do some stretches, past Lima, Peru, all through our system, heal up emotionally, sexually. Enjoy.
The mystery of life isn't a problem to solve, but a reality to experience. A process that cannot be understood by stopping it. We must move with the flow of the process. We must join it. We must flow with it.
My time in the Bighorn Forest has been very good. I'm thinking of setting up shop here tonight. We are on the west end of the park, underneath the medicine wheel. That's the butte up there, perfectly shielded by the wind. I'm feeling better on spiritual levels. Medicine Butte, the healing. Here we are. Came into the park here, went down here, skibbitied at the shell. Tried this road, slept there another night. Now tonight, having me an appetizer, pitted medium ripe olives next to a bear turd, some good ambiance. Do I need to say that I will be sleeping in the car tonight? There's bear turds everywhere in this meadow. We're underneath the medicine wheel. I once read that Native American Spaniards would eat olives. They say it was the best way to regenerate blood. Jack nasty. Probably talk to you guys tomorrow. Keep dinner very simple, some tuna wraps, and avoid the gay bears. Skibbity toilet. Skibbity toilet. I don't know what's going on with this deer. He's making me nervous. He definitely doesn't know how to drive. He's been at that stop sign for 10 minutes. We got to make sure he gets across the road safely. Today I'm an anti-hunter. I'm gonna try to add to the deer population. Did you know that deers used to be called bucks because their hide was worth $1? Here we go, this guy's finding a home. See, he's down there now. Now he's just gotta worry about the bears tonight. Good morning, everybody. We moved a little bit last night as there was a bear. He was peering at me from the forest line. Kind of small, but that probably means Mama is nearby. Slept in the shag wagon, kept it safe last night, and we have one more stop on this journey. We are headed an hour west to the Crow Reservation. It is a Sigma site. Prepare yourselves. We're gonna drive down the western slope of the Bighorn Forest now. Maybe stop at a couple of the side attractions. Have a real nice day. Finishing up Brokeback in Bighorn. I'm telling you, these damn things, they have a death wish. We have made it to the western portal of the Bighorn National Forest. I like how they call it a portal. Makes me feel like Rick and Morty. I'm Pickle Nick! The Bighorn Basin. A 140-mile long elliptical. This is where the Crow Reservation set up camp. Portal is honestly a good name because you come out the other side of these parks a different person. I can't say the same if you have Starlink, but when you go off the grid for a certain amount of time, you come back changed, man. Remember we started this episode in Cloudland over in the east, having breakfast on top of the car? I'm down to 1 apple, 1 orange, 500 milliliters of water. So I want to share with you another snack. Dried mango. This is too sweet for breakfast. Tastes like an airhead. Heading an hour west, Bighorn Forest. It's been great. Got that Riders Republic. Beatnickers, we have made it to our final stop, the Bighorn National Canyon. Wyoming is a sleeper state. I hope to be back. The Tetons, Yellowstone, which I've done on my other channel. Remember, 2 for 2 on hidden secrets this road trip? Stay tuned. Next week, we've got an entirely new state. It's going to be an entirely new year. Place I've always wanted to go. Enjoy Bighorn National Canyon for now. Thank you guys very much for watching. It'll be me in the car again next week, and I'll see y'all then. Sub up, like up, peace.
Black Queen. Black Queen. Black Queen. Black Queen. That mist.